What's up, guys, and welcome back to Beyond the Void Horror Podcast. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be doing a spoiler-free review of a horror comedy called Caddy. Yeah.
It's party time, yeah!
¿Qué es lo que te trajo hasta acá?
These evil people have just got to be stopped.
It's Voidtober! So yeah, I want to give a quick shout out to Resolution 67, who, if you're looking at this video now, this color from this camera is amazing. He bought this camera and donated it to the podcast and to the channel here, so thank you. Look at it, guys. We're gonna be professionals now. Anyway, on with the show. So yeah, I got to check out this movie because Wild Eye Releasing actually sent me a copy. They usually send me The Visual Vengeance, but they wanted to try this one out with me because they figured I'd probably enjoy it. And I think they're right, actually. I kind of did enjoy it. I gotta say, though, before I give this review, we're gonna talk about the extras in this and everything afterwards, so if you want to stick around for that afterwards, I'll do a little sort of unboxing of it and what's inside, because there are some fun ingredients inside of here. But for now, we're going to do the review and jump into it right now. So what is Caddy? Well, Caddy is a play on words, obviously, from the movie Caddyshack, which was a favorite movie of mine when I was a kid growing up because it had all of the SNL guys in the shows. I mean, this is a movie that had a large cast of a lot of really funny stuff going on. Ted Knight, Chevy Chase, Bill Murray, and a gopher. I mean, come on, that does a dance. Yeah, I won't do that. It's not all right. So yeah. What is Caddy all about? Well, it's essentially about a struggling golf course that has to suffer a string of murders at the paws of a pesticide-mutated Gophers, while a greedy owner tries to cover up the carnage, and a groundskeeper that's supposed to be like Bill Murray, becoming the hero for all the caddies to fight the pesticide Gophers. Yes, this is a serious film, folks. Very fucking serious. So this is a movie that was directed by Anthony Caddy. I think that's his name. A lot of people were saying Cantonese, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think it's Cantonese, so I hope I'm saying it right. Cantonese. Anyway, the writer-director of this movie was also the writer and director of Sodomaniac, another Wild Eye Releasing, actually, that I own, and did a review on the podcast if you want to check out. But yeah, I think this is a step in the right direction, although in the beginning of the movie, I was really, really starting to question myself. Like, at first, I was like scrambling through the house for a shotgun shell so I could end the pain. You know what I mean? Like, it was that bad. And then something magical happened. It got funny. It took about 45 to 50 minutes to get there, but, you know, it surprised me. Like, it literally changed course in the middle of the movie from terrible to I kind of like this movie. It's kind of like, you know, when you are in a pool, you think someone shit in it, but then you have somebody come and clean it, and it ends up just being a candy bar.
It's no big deal.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's like. It actually should have had a lot more Caddyshack references, in my opinion, and I don't know if there's some sort of legalities to it. I mean, just the name alone, and, you know, like, they even use the same lettering as sort of Caddyshack, and some of the same imaging almost, you know? I mean, there's obviously some connections, but I thought there would be a lot more references. But yeah, the comedy in the beginning was atrocious. Like, I was just like, my God, I'm not connecting with any of these characters. Yes, it's supposed to be over the top. No, you're not supposed to expect comedy legend gold, but you expect some sort of kind of mayhem and like a lot of like antics with the fucking Gophers that would attacking everybody and killing everybody, because that's what you want to see. And this movie kind of doesn't do that for the first 50 minutes. It's only an hour and 15 minutes long, so 20 minutes of the film is where it's like gold. But it literally raised my score level of the movie, and I almost wanted to give up on it. First of all, it's called Glory Hole Golf Course. It's like that's the name of the old Glory Hole. Which, you know, is so on the nose. But there's a lot of those kind of jokes in it, but a lot of them really just did not land in the beginning. There was this weird kind of scene with like a dance-off. I didn't know what the fuck that was all about. I think it's like what this movie does is it borrows from a lot of those movies that it feels like that I grew up with as a child, you know, where they have these obligatory dance scenes or, you know, just these like feel good movies where it's like Ski Patrol or Caddyshack or, you know, all these different places that, you know, all these different movies that take place in some sort of resort or whatever. And it's like the underlings, the people that work at the place, they do these sort of like comedy antics and like all the heads and everything are always fighting, you know, Happy Gilmore, like all these fucking movies that, you know, he tries to jam into one fucking movie. And, you know, there's something that's kind of nostalgic and fun about that. But again, the beginning of the movie, you're going to have a hell of a fucking hard time like I did. Essentially what happens is this glory hole fucking owner who wears a blonde wig. Go figure, he looks like Trump. He's a skinny dude, this old guy. He hires his niece, who is his hot niece that he likes and wants to kind of, they like insinuate fucking. And I'm sure that's a nod to Ivanka, by the way.
Believe you me.
Oh, I do.
Which, you know, because it's not in Caddyshack. I mean, there is Ted Danson's daughter in the movie. She gets involved with Chevy Chase at some point in time, but, you know, that's not in this is different, you know, like it's a different thing. And I don't know if they're trying to make the Chevy Chase comparison here or not, but there is a love interest story with her in the movie, but she's sent in to sabotage the whole fucking thing while all of this gopher shit's going on. And the guy who's the groundskeeper is no Bill Murray, but at some point he kind of like root for him because he becomes like the champion of all the caddies. It wasn't until the movie takes a turn for some of the worst that I really just started to laugh, like genuinely laugh. Like we have other characters in the movie that kind of represent different people. There's even a guy who's a Stubbs guy who, if you saw Happy Gilmore, like looks almost like that guy with the missing arm because the gator ate his arm, you know, and he's smoking a cigar, wearing the same outfit and everything. But it wasn't until that girl who sent in to infiltrate with one of the top caddies falls in love with each other, and they have this song called Balls Deep in Love, which, to be honest, it was actually kind of funny.
Balls deep, I'm balls deep in love.
I know that sounds so stupid that I would even like a song in a movie, but it changed the entire fucking movie. Like all of a sudden the movie went from dreadfully slow and stupid to dreadfully stupid and fun at that moment. Like it's like instantly it just clicked with me. And then all the fucking gophers start going crazy, like gremlins. There's scenes in the movie that are just reminiscent of all those little creatures and gremlins and things like that. There's a lot of nods that are coming at you like really super fast. And it just becomes really fun. And like, I don't know, like there's even some heart put into it. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, I've never had a movie, very few at least, that it started off so terribly. And then just the last 20 minutes of it fucking make me a fan. You know, like I am so confused with, I don't even know how to score this, you know, because of that. Because like, is like 1/8 of the movie or 1/6 of the movie? Like, how do I fucking add that up, you know? For an hour and 15-minute movie, you know, that's supposed to be stupid and unrated and bloody, and it just gets really kind of silly and fun. I went in thinking, my God, Wild Eye, man, you're really asking a lot here. But no, they kind of got me. They kind of figured it out. They're like, oh, this guy gets it. It's going to wear a lot of people out in the beginning. I definitely had a good time by the end of this movie. I even enjoyed the end credits, the music. They wrote a song for this movie. There's a scene where fucking gophers go into a grocery store to buy fucking alcohol that I was just laughing. And I don't know if it was like I had been put through so much torture that even eating glass at that moment was funny to me. I'm sorry, Anthony. I'm just saying the beginning of this movie was bad. I gotta be honest, okay? But yeah, I don't know. I think if you enjoy silly movies that you expect to be like this, that ending is definitely worth the price of admission for me. Other people, it's gonna be very low on their score, but I don't know. I thought there was something really fun about it. I would like to see another sequel of this, actually. I'm not gonna score this super high or anything like that, but I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 just for surprising me by the end of the movie. And, you know, I think that's being being very charitable, considering most people probably would have turned this movie off 20 minutes into the film, if that. But I think if you stick around and find, you know, maybe it's just we got to figure out the humor and the humor doesn't come to us right away. But I really actually kind of liked it. And then when I watched the extras, you could just see just how much fun everybody was having. They were almost having too much fun. Like, there was scenes in this movie where you could just tell that they were just having too much fun, you know. But what are you going to do when you're doing on a set like this? I mean, I even feel like a little bit more easier to talk about this kind of film than most films, because it's like, because how do you take a movie like Caddy, which is like about a bunch of fucking pesticide-ridden fucking gophers from hell, and not have a little fun with your review about it, right? I mean, like, I don't know. I thought it was fun. I'm actually surprised by this one, Wild Eye. Thank you for sending it out to me. Anthony, not bad, man. I was a little concerned because I wasn't the hugest fan of Sodomaniac. I saw some of the comedy in it, and I liked the twist in it, but, you know, this is one that I think most people should watch to the end, and they'll have a good time with it. But yeah, it's up to you if you think that's valuable or not, but that's what I think of it. That's what my opinion is of this movie. On the 24th, it goes on sale for Blu-ray, so you can pick it up, and some of the extras were really fun, and we're going to talk about them now. So, Caddy Hack, we got, you know, obviously, this comes with the cover and everything that you get with it. I keep the plastic on anymore now, but here's some of the back. Here's the other cover, which is, you know, it's not bad. It's real clean. Back is pretty much the same as the other. You do get the disc here, which is a little bit more of the underground version of the Gophers. There is this really cool little thing here. It's a Old Glory Holes VIP card where you can check off like your holes there. A poster that I'm actually going to gleefully put up in my bathroom, by the way, because we got like a CDGB style bathroom now, where Christina has decorated it like if you walked into CDGB's, which it smells a lot nicer, I'll just put it that way. But yeah, we're definitely going to put this up in there, and I think that's where it belongs. I don't think anybody would argue with me with that, and I mean that in a genuinely nice way. Now, the extras that we have in here are pretty fun. Nothing like too crazy. We do get like a commentary with the director, Anthony Catanese, and producer Sarah Casey. There's outtakes and behind the scenes footage, which were really fun to watch. I enjoyed those. There's also the Old Glory Holes commercial, which is fun. They got the Caddy Hack rap, which is literally a rap song. It's just two guys dancing around and stuff. The Balls Deep karaoke version, so you can sing along with it. I mean, I'd have to watch the song like a couple of times to really know how that thing works, but yeah. It was kind of cute that they had it in there. They got brew break drinking games, so you can check, you know, like drink while you're watching the movie, which sounds fun, and I'd probably say the first bit of this, I would drink too. Trailers, yeah, all in all, you can pick this up from Wild Eye Releasing. There's a couple of different places: MVD, Diabolic, DVD, Amazon. I'll put all the links down below for you guys to check it out. But yeah, not a bad release for this movie. I think it's pretty fun, and I like that Visual Vengeance and Wild Eye put a lot of little things in there with their movies, because they obviously realize their market and they understand that we just like to have fun. Probably gonna get a lot of shit for giving this a 6, but I don't really care because I enjoyed it. So it's a way to turn me around, man. But yeah, guys, check this one out, see what you think. I'm sure it'll be coming to streaming at some point in time anyway, but if you want to pick up a copy, it is what it is. So there you go. And yeah, we got a lot more on the way. Happy Voidtober, we're still going. This Monday, we are going to be talking about Terrified from 2017 and Anything for Jackson. These are two of my favorite films that have come out in the last 10 years. So you're definitely going to want to tune in for the podcast to listen to that. And we got a lot more reviews coming on Physical Media and Toronto After Dark Film Festival that I'm catching up on. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to do the best I can. But thanks for coming by, and as always, long live the void.